What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So y'all boy, because he ain't my boy. Y'all boy Ryan Garcia issued an apology out to the public after he's been reprimanded for his racist remarks regarding black folks, for the comments he made against Muslim people, for talking crazy about black people, So here's what he said. He said, let me get this straight. I've actually supported black communities, have taken racism from Tim Bradley calling me a zoo animal on ESPN, and turned the other cheek. But I'm racist because everyone was just drunk and saying shit people say all the time, including black men. If you get triggered by a word, that means you are too sensitive. God knows my heart and how I will protect black children till the day I die. I was speaking against black on black crime. Oh, wow. Take the white supremacist angle. They took everything out of context, including the Muslim part. I spoke against pedo activity in every religion and how I don't stand for it. Now, oh my God. This is not a fucking apology at all. It's not. And this is the weak shit I be talking about. Like, I hate when athletes say things verbatim and then try to tell the world we took what they said out of context. Brother, we've quoted you word for word. You said this. You were on your Twitter spaces talking about I hate N-words, I'm anti-black, I'm the KKK. Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and go kill that N-word again. Talking about N-word this, N-word that. You was the one out here disrespecting black folks. Disrespecting black people. Ain't nobody made you say none of that. You voluntarily said it. So you got to be accountable for being a racist, piece of what. You hear me? All that other shit, people been letting him slide for way too fucking long. That's why he got so comfortable doing this shit. And I'm going to say this. People may not like when I say this. A lot of the black brothers that was all blacks for Garcia, all that shit, y'all gave him a little comfortable. Like when he was talking about Devin Haney going crazily, right? We already knew it. I know he cheated. Nah, he don't give a fuck. Look at the stuff he said. It's proof he don't give a fuck about being disrespectful and openly racist. Do you think he give a fuck about cheating for real after that? Do you really think he care about cheating after he just shown you he don't care about being openly racist against black folks? Do y'all really think it mattered to him that he cheated? Look how easily he's trying to make us believe, gaslight us into believing that we really got it all wrong. So why wouldn't he lie about taking steroids, taking performance enhancing drugs? Why wouldn't he lie about that? He's really literally trying to make us believe we've got it all wrong after we've heard him out his mouth call black people N-words and I hate N-words and all that crazy stuff he was talking. We heard him say that. We heard him say, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and go kill that N-word again. All that. We heard him say all this. Right? And he trying to make us believe are you gonna believe me or your own lying ears? Bro, our ears heard what the fuck you said, dog. You know what I mean? All this. And then talking about I have to take racism from Tim Bradley calling me a zoo animal on ESPN, brother. Tim Bradley, black folks are called zoo animals and monkeys on the regular. Tim Bradley is a black man, right? So all of that, he called you being racist. Zoo animals is a word. That's anybody calling people zoo animals or monkeys rather. That's often thrown at black folks, for real. So Tim wasn't being racist in that instance. And first of all, I hate to be like this. Any black man ain't gonna never accuse Tim Bradley of being racist towards another group that's not black. No. Oftentimes, black folks accuse Tim Bradley of cutting the jig. Cutting the jig and basically shucking and jiving a lot. A lot of us call that out, and I've looked at him with disdain and disgust at times for how he be carrying on. But anyway, right? Then he talking about if you get triggered by a word, that means you are too sensitive. Brother, how the hell, I'm not calling you brother for real, but how the fuck you gonna tell black folks how to feel? We too sensitive about all this and all of that. See, this is what I'm talking about. He turning right into that conservative, anti-black conservative crowd that he been geeking up and amping up and promoting all of that anti-black conservative crowd he been trying to win over. He talking just like them. It's a word. You get offended. Brother, let you had called him a racist word for Hispanics. Oh, it's all out warfare. All out warfare. He taking all their talking points, even talking about I was speaking against black on black crime. That is a talking point that white supremacists use. It's a narrative that white supremacists use. Black on black crime is not a real thing. Okay? People kill each other. People kill people who live in proximity to them. Black folks often live amongst other black people. Right? White folks often live amongst other white people. Asian people often live amongst other Asian people. Hispanics often live amongst Hispanics. So they commit crimes against people who live in proximity to them, who live close to them. They don't go way across town to the white neighborhoods. Black folks don't really do that. Go to way across town to the black neighborhood. I mean, to the white neighborhoods, to the Asian neighborhoods to do stuff like that. It often doesn't happen like that. They commit crimes more often against people who they live amongst. Right? So white people kill white people. Asians kill Asians. Hispanics kill Hispanics. You know what I mean? We've seen this on all these forensic file shows and all these shows about forensics. We've seen this be true. We've seen this to be true. You know what I mean? But he using that black on black crime. That's that what about Chicago shit that people try to pull out their ass when they trying to make racist statements about black folks. Blanket racist statements about black American people. What about Chicago? They really talking about, oh, the black on black crime. You know, that's the shit he pulling out his ass now. That's because he been trying to win that crowd over so much. He talk and think just like them. Just like them, right? And see, this is the part I don't like. You know, the motherfucker here, like, this, he gotten too comfortable because a lot of black brothers was riding with him, riding out against Devin Haney and all of that. And he started feeling like, hey, they gonna love me regardless of what the fuck I do. I can cheat against Devin Haney. I can do that. And they black folks gonna ride with me. So why I can't say call them the N-word? They gonna ride with me. Hell, I'm Mexican. They gonna ride again. I can say the N-word. He using a hard ER, but I don't care if he used the regular, just the N-word that black folks say. He not black, he shouldn't be using it. But he felt like, hey, I'm in with them. I can say what the fuck I want to say about them, and it'll be all good. I can say all of this, and they still gonna support me. He's a clown, right? And let me tell you about this clown punch drunk boxing. I sound like I'm drunk trying to pronounce his channel name. Punch drunk boxing. This motherfucker here is a grade A goofy. A clown. He's up here trying to defend Ryan Garcia calling black folks the N-word and all this about George Floyd, and I'm saying he anti-black. He trying to defend it every way possible. See, this is why I don't like dude. Dude always on this channel would big up Hispanic fighters to shit on black fighters all the time, right? When black people made claims of racism, when it was obviously racism, he would always try to revert away. He wouldn't focus on the person doing the vile act of racism against black folks. He would say, well, he'll say shit like, well, how is racism stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve in today's time? How is it stopping you? You know what I mean? Then he starts speaking Spanish and saying his little Spanish. I don't know how to speak Spanish. So he would just start saying that. He would be like, how is racism stopping you today? You have to move forward and move on. How is it stopping you? How is a racist remark going to stop you in life? How is it stopping you from achieving goals? It's not going to stop you, so you shouldn't be worried about. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I hate, like, dudes like him are lames to me. Lames, because I bet you 100% if you said something about a Hispanic fighter or a racist remark about a Hispanic fighter, he would lose his mind. He'd be ready to fight. He'd be ready to snap. That's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about, man. And he's been allowed to thrive on YouTube. Thrive for the longest of time. Thrive. His whole channel, he always trying to downplay racism when black people speak against racism all the time. You try to make it seem like we're victims and all that. See, that's that bullshit. And I think he from, I don't, like, again, correct me if I'm wrong, is he from New York? And I told y'all, sometimes black folks engage some Hispanics in New York to pass to say the N-word, and they start getting out their motherfucking body. They start talking crazy and excusing blatant racism against black folks and all of that because, oh, well, they gonna still love me regardless of what I say. I can say racism is not a big issue for black American people. How can you say that when you yourself ain't black? You look dark like a mug. I would think you got black up in you the way you look, but you don't want no part of that. He only want to identify, if he do got some black ancestry, he only want to identify as Hispanic, as Latino, right? So if somebody would have said something about a Latino dude if somebody would have said something about a Latino fighter, a racist remark about a Latino fighter, I bet my bottom fucking dollar. Punch Drunk Boxing would have been the first one covering it, clowning it out. He will be the first one, not clowning it out, he will be the first one speaking against it strongly, firmly. He'd be the main one on the front lines talking about how this needs to end. This is racist. This is prejudice. He will be going all in. But whenever a black person speaks against racism or speaks out about racism they've experienced, he'll always downplay that shit all the time and act like it's no big deal. It's not a real big issue. We shouldn't focus on it. A lot of these channels that thrive on the boxing community, they do shit like that, right? Now, I've seen Showbiz the adult be accused of this as well. I haven't been watching Showbiz's videos as of recent years, right? I haven't. But I've heard he been doing it too, but I'm not sure. And it's crazy because Showbiz from Chicago, from what I know. And the slang that he used, I could tell from when I watched him years ago, he was from Chicago. You know what I mean? I could tell the words he used saying, Joe, stuff like that. That's Chicago stuff. And you know anything about people from Chicago, listen, man, Chicago black folks live with black folks. You know, so if downplaying racism and act like it ain't no big deal, brother, well, look, you cut that shit out, dog. If he is doing it, he know better. He know better, you know. But anyway, yeah, it kills me. A lot of these people was caping for dude, and your man's out here letting y'all down. That's how, again, and this is another thing too, because he need to get his ass whooped. He ain't really got his ass whooped yet. See, y'all let him get out of the ass whooping with Tank. Nah, we didn't let him. He got out of the ass whooping from Tank by taking a knee. Everybody forgot about it after, you know, a few months. And everybody, you know, just celebrating him beating Devin Haney while using performance-enhancing drugs. And we hailing him king, hailing him champion, hailing him the best thing since sliced bread. Motherfucker can't even make weight in a fighting class he's fighting in at all. He's so much bigger than what he's supposed to be. He can't even get down 140. He almost at 144 pounds. Steady want to fight, but he steady want to fight at 140. Silly shit like that, right? You know, and he needs to get his ass whooped. But see, Tank been loving on Tank, kissing on Tank every time he see him. So Tank make it seem like he ride for him. Now, Tank, what you got to say about your mans? I want to see what Tank and all the biggest Tank fans got to say about dude ass right now. Tank, talk about your mans out here talking about your people. Come on, Tank. What you got to say about your boy talking about your people? Because you was defending him against Devin Haney, right? Are you gonna defend him now? Let's talk the real shit, Tank. Let's be for real, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments in the comments.